actually, let me tell you a story real quick. Because it's actually pretty important. Especially for new streamers and YouTubers, honestly. Okay, so there was a couple of times way back, way back. If you guys were the OGs when I first started streaming, I had a couple people. This was me learning when I was still getting used to streaming. And when I started, you know, getting viewers and started streaming a lot every week, like 6 days a week and all that shit. Some people were asking me like, "Hey, you're streaming, can I play with you and all that?" And this is not against you, Jolly. Not against you. So I was like, "Yeah, sure, that's cool." So we played over, and there was a couple times where where I was streaming with someone, they wanted like, "Oh, we should host a party." I was like, "All right, dope. All right, cool." So while doing so, I really got tired of like telling people like, "Hey, I'm streaming, don't cuss, no swearing, no like all that stupid shit, like stuff to get me banned." So I really got annoyed of telling people that, and there was a time when someone said a swear word that I'm not gonna say because someone can clip it and like, "Oh my gosh, Mochapanda said this. I knew it. He was this type of person. I can't believe it." And then look at that. The society or people would, you know, beat my ass because of that. And so that happened on my stream once. They didn't say the whole thing, but I knew what they were going to say. And I was like, no, we're not having that. We're not going to have that same thing. And then I started, like, I friended, like, 3 people, I think. Way before, like, all you guys. This was, like, my first couple of months. I was streaming, like, the first 3 months or 2 months. And they would just send me, like, messages. Not really going into detail, but, like, they were just like, "Oh, you're just a small streamer. You don't really matter. You're just another fish in the pond." Just to sum up, to sum it up very simply, they were just getting really pissy about, like, "Oh, let me get on your stream," and type of shit and all that. And it just got really bad from there. People started figuring out my Twitter page. They threatened me, saying that they're gonna message some people and all that. And it got bad to a point where I'm like, I'm not really gonna do this, like telling people like how to live their life and what to say or not, because I don't need that right now. Like, I'm in a place where I'm just like, I'm streaming, I like it, that's awesome, I love it. It's like one of my greatest hobbies that I enjoy, right besides making music and playing bass. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah. I love playing bass. If you guys know, I said many times I'm a musician for many years. Still am, still to this day. But yeah, back to the topic at hand. Yeah, it just got to a point where they just kept messaging me personally. And it's like, "Hey, come on, collab with me so I can get more viewers, or get your viewers to watch me or raid me on Twitch. Come on, this is what friends do, blah, blah, blah." And it got really annoying. And I was like, no, I'm not going to fucking do that. Fuck you. I didn't really say fuck you to them, but I sound like, no, I'm not going to do that. It's like, no. Why are you asking me? I'm just another person. I like streaming. If you want to get viewers, stream yourself. Do it yourself. Grow your own people. Like, grow organically. Get viewers yourself. Make content yourself. Instead of just like, "Oh, you're a small streamer? Hey, yeah, you're so cool. Like, gosh, you're just like such a nice person." This is not referencing towards you guys. This is what people said way back to me. And they would just go on about it. Like, butter me up, kiss ass, pretty much. And as I said, they wanted to do collabs. They wanted me to do raids on their Twitch page and all that stuff. But in the end, here's a good lesson that one of my great friends have taught me. Their grandpa, actually. Like, people with who are nice to you may not have like good intentions towards you. So it doesn't matter if they're nice. Overall, they may be a bad person overall. So like, I just got really tired of telling people like, "Hey, I'm streaming, don't say shit, come on," because like, I don't want to stop people from doing what they want to do, because I'm not their babysitter. I'm not your mother. I'm not your father, and all that. I mean, we could be great friends, but like, overall, I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. So I just got to a point where I'm just like, I'm just gonna just stream by myself. And if I really know a person, like I've been friends with them for a very long time and all that stuff, then I'm like, hey, you want to collab? Because I'll ask that. I'll ask that sometimes. I'm like, hey, you want to collab? Play some games on stream if you want. They're like, yeah, we'll play some games. And I was like, all right, cool. So we're playing, we're having a good time, life's great and all that shit, and that's awesome. So like, it's nothing against you, Jolly, or anyone. It's just that I'm at a position where, especially with the esports team, Shogunate Gaming, that I work with, I'm an event organizer, so I'm in a position where I have to set a standard for myself and a standard for the people I work with. Because if I do something bad, like say like something against Twitch that gets me banned, and in my sports, my boss or the esports team that I work with, or someone else like finds that out or figures out like, oh, Mocha did something bad that could ruin or taint our reputation or make us look bad, hey, we're gonna push him away. But that type of stuff, like I have to set a standard for myself, be professional in a way, sort of speak. But like, it's more of that. So like, I have to set a standard. I can't just be like, how can I put it? Like freewheeling, so to speak. I'm not entirely sure how to put it in words, but free in a way of collabing with people very easily and all that shit. Because I have to make sure I don't get my ass banned or all the work I put into streaming or creating content on YouTube like that. I don't want that to go down the drain very quickly. Because I'm pretty sure you guys understand that, or probably don't know, or do know that one mistake. That's all it takes. Just one mistake of me saying something wrong or doing something wrong in that matter can really just throw all of this work that I did away. It just takes one mistake. That's all it takes. And then all these months I spent working on growing my channel organically and all that stuff and trying to do my own thing, it just goes down the waste. And that would make me really sad, honestly, because I enjoy streaming. I enjoy entertaining people. I love, making people feel happy or, relieved if they had a hard day at work. And I'm like, I want to watch, some Twitch. Oh look, this guy is playing some Resident Evil 5. He seems cool. All right, and on blah blah blah. And if it puts a smile on your face, that's awesome. That makes me happy, at least. Like if someone is, liking my content or whatever, or whoever for that matter, then that makes me happy. That makes me. That's the main goal at the end of the day, for me at least. It's not really about like fame as such or money. I mean, if I get that in the future, dude, that's awesome. I would like to do this for a living. That would be pretty sweet. And I would like to create music for you guys to listen to. But like at the end, for me, I want to make people, laugh and like, oh my gosh, you guys saw that? That was so sick. Oh my, what the fuck? And like that type of shit. Like I want people to have a good time. For me, at least. And some other streamers, I'm not like other streamers, of course. I'm a human being too. I'm very different compared to other people. Like, I'm very different compared to Pokimane. I'm very different compared to Skara. I'm a Cutie Pie, Dyrus, Michael Reeves. He's pretty funny. I like his energy. Avoid the Puddle, No Pants, Rip, NYK, etc., etc., etc. I'm very different compared to those people. But like, I'm me. That's all it is. So, point being, to wrap it all up, yeah. So, it's nothing against anyone in my chat. Like, I rather just keep my circle very small in a way, so to speak, and streaming wise. So, I mean, there would be a day where like I do want to do like a viewers like, hey, we can. Like, I'm playing Tekken or whatever, or Apex, and like, viewers join in. It's a viewer stream, or so to speak. Viewer collab? I'm not entirely sure how to put it. I'll be like, hey, viewers, do you want to play on stream with me? Dope. I probably won't put it that way, but like, I want to do like a viewers stream where my viewers join with me, or play against me, or play with me in certain games, etc. Blah, 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 blah. And, yeah. I would like to do giveaways. I still need to do I would like to, but money is tough right now, sadly. But eventually, in the future, I would like to do that. Eventually. But other than that, yes. That's how I feel right now. Nothing against people. I don't want people to you know, take it out of context. You're like, oh my gosh, Mochapanda being a dick? He's being a dick towards everyone? Doesn't give a shit about people?
Thanks.
That's not my intentions. Please don't put words in my mouth. Just, I do certain things differently. Anyway, Jolly Love says, I understand, but I can't say bad words. I mean, you do you. I mean, you live with your actions and you live with the consequence. Jolly also said, but if I play with you, I will not do that. I mean, I don't know that. I mean, everyone is different. As I said, I don't know someone personally. I mean, someone could say that, and the next thing you know, they come into my stream, or I invite them, and then they get on the mic and they say a bunch of swear words and racist remarks and all that. Then like, oh, someone clips that, Papa Twitch heard that, and bans my ass. So like, I have to be careful. As I said, nothing against you or anything. If I know you very well, then sure. Like, I'll be all game and all that. And my cat is on my thing again. I gotta get her. Come on, kitty. You need to stop that because remember what happened last time? You fell down and you got pissy. Alright, come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Thank you. Thank you, kitty. Ugh. Ah, shit. Bunch of noises. Okay, well, enough about the lectures and all that good stuff. Let's keep going.